Hello, and thank you for choosing the Clarity XLC8 telephone. We hope you enjoy our product and want to give you a little bit of information to help you better enjoy your experience with the XLC8. First, you'll notice that the power adapter and the phone line cord are already plugged into the base unit for your convenience. To begin, pull the yellow tab from the base unit in the direction of the arrow. This releases the base unit's battery backup. Once charged, it can allow your telephone to work even during a power outage. Both base and handset will alert you when the batteries are low. Next, let's plug the base unit into the wall jacks. Hold the line cord at the point where it is connected to the base unit with one hand. Take the other end of the wrapped cord in your other hand and simply pull. The cord will extend to its full length. Plug the loose end into the wall phone jack. Do the same thing with the black power adapter and plug it into an electrical outlet. Let's take a look at some of the features on the base unit. First, you'll notice a red ring around the phone's cradle. This is the visual ringer. It lights up when the phone rings. To the right of the cradle are two LED lights that indicate that the power is on and if the phone is in use or charging. Below these are the buttons you can use to pair your wireless-enabled cell phone to the XLC8. We'll go over that a little later on. This is the silent button. Push this button to turn off the ringer on the base station. When the ringer is turned off on the base unit, the silent button will glow red. You can also use the silent button to mute your call if you are using speakerphone on the base unit. This is the call block button. You can press this when you want to block a call. We'll learn more about blocking calls in a moment. These are the buttons for adjusting the ringer volume up or down on the base. These buttons can also adjust the speakerphone volume if you are using speakerphone on the base unit. Below the volume adjustments is the speakerphone button. Press this button to use speakerphone on the base. Let's take a look at the features to the left of the cradle. This is where you can operate your answering machine. First, you'll notice the answering machine display. The display lets you know how many messages you have and if the answering machine is on or off. You can turn the answering machine on or off using the button below the display. Below this button are the buttons for rewinding and fast-forwarding your messages. You can use these to skip a message or go back to a previous message. Next, there are buttons to delete messages and to play or stop messages you are listening to. Finally, this is the slow button. You can press this button to slow down your messages if the person is speaking too fast for you to understand. On the bottom of the base unit is the control for the ringtone. You can choose your favorite from 6 different options. Next to the ringtone button, there is the button labeled Find. Push this button to locate the handset. Once you find the handset, you can press the talk button to stop the location tone. Now take the handset out of the box. Pull the yellow battery tab out in the direction of the arrow. Place the handset onto the base unit to charge. Please allow the battery to charge for 16 hours before its first use. If the talk button blinks green twice every 15 seconds, the battery is low and needs to be recharged. The screen will also display low battery. Return it to the cradle to charge when this happens. Let's take a quick tour of the handset. This red ring around the earpiece is the visual ringer. It lights up when there is an incoming call. Here is the volume control wheel. You can use it to turn up or down the volume of an incoming call. On this side of the handset, you'll find a port to plug in a standard 3.5mm neck loop. Also, this switch will turn on or off the ringer on the handset. On this side of the handset, you'll find the tone button. This allows you to select the tone setting
that works best for your hearing experience. Once you have the volume at your preferred level, press the tone button to toggle among the different tone settings.
There are 4 options. Number 1 is a low frequency emphasis. This lets you hear low frequency sounds better. Number 2 is a flat frequency response. It is recommended for digital hearing aid users and amplifies all voice ranges. Number 3 is a high frequency emphasis. It helps you hear high frequency sounds better. And number 4 is the multi-band compression. It makes words clearer and easier to understand.
We suggest that you experiment with the different settings to find the one that works best for you.
Next to the tone button is the call block button. You can press this when you want to block an incoming call.
This is the boost button. Use it to enable boost mode for the volume of an incoming call. It will raise the volume of an incoming voice up to 50 decibels.
If you have set the auto boost to be on in the menu, the boost button will turn off the boost function when pressed during a call.
Having the ability to turn off the boost mode is helpful when multiple people will be using the phone who may not need the boost function. The speakerphone button is used to enable the speakerphone function on the handset. Press it once while on a call to enable speakerphone. The button will glow red and an icon will appear on the screen to indicate that speaker is on.
This is the slow button. It allows you to slow down real-time conversations. Press this button during a call if the person you are speaking to is talking too fast. You will see the words "Slow Play" flash on the display screen when this feature is on.
The phone book button allows you to see the phone numbers you've saved in your phone's list. You can save numbers that you have called in your caller list or add them through the menu. We'll show you how to do that a little later on. To the right of the menu navigation buttons are the mute, flash, and redial buttons. The mute button mutes the outgoing voice over the call. It is also used in menu navigation as the back button. Flash is used for functions like call waiting or three-way calling. If you subscribe to these services through your phone service provider, you can use Flash to switch lines for call waiting. Flash also functions to exit menu navigation, and the redial button will dial the last number dialed when the phone is in call mode. The talk button is the primary button for making and receiving calls. Press it when the phone is ringing to answer. Also, press it to place a call before dialing the number using the numerical pad.
To place a call with your wireless-enabled cell phone through the XLC8, you first need to pair your cell phone with the base unit. Begin by pressing and holding the pair button on the base. When it's ready to pair, you'll hear a confirmation tone and the pair button light will flash. Next, turn on the pairing feature on your cell phone and scan for discoverable devices. Choose Clarity XLC8 from the list of devices on your cell phone, then follow any further instructions.
If your phone asks for a PIN, the default is 0000. You may need to repeat these steps a couple of times for the connection to work.
When the cell phone has successfully connected to the telephone base, the pair light will stop flashing and glow a steady blue. Once a wireless-enabled phone is connected to your XLC8, you can access other mobile device features through the menu.
So, let's take a look through the menu.
Begin by pressing the Menu button. Then, press it again to select the Mobile Devices submenu.
The Menu button also acts as the Select button for all menu features. First, this is the device list.
When you enter this feature, you can see all wireless-enabled devices that you have paired to your XLC8. Next, the Download Phone Book feature will allow you to load your contacts from your cell phone to the XLC8. Scroll to select the desired cell phone, then press Menu. The contacts are now saved on your phone book on the XLC8. On some cell phones, you may need to press a button on the cell phone to enable the download. You can also choose to connect a wireless-enabled headset to the XLC8 to use for calls. In the Mobile Devices menu, select Add Headset.
Put your headset in discoverable mode and select it on the handsets list when it shows up.
Once your headset is paired with your telephone base, the pair button on the base will turn on. The last item in the Mobile Devices menu is Dial Default. If you have a mobile phone paired to the XLC8 along with your home phone line, you can use this function to choose the mobile phone to be your default device when placing an outgoing call. Once selected, whenever you place a call on your XLC8, the call will dial out through your cell phone line. Back in the main menu, this is the one-time dial function. If you have your dial default set to your home line, you can use this function to make a one-time call via your wireless-enabled cell phone.
Once selected, you will see your list of additional options for dialing out. Follow the prompts to place the call. To access the caller list, scroll down to Caller List and press Menu to select. You can navigate through the caller list with the up and down arrows. If you see an icon like this on your phone's display, it means you have new callers in your list.
You can see the numbers that have called you, delete them from the list, save them to the phone book, or add them to your block list. If you subscribe to Caller ID through your phone service provider, you can use the Call Block feature. To access the Call Block submenu, scroll to Call Blocker and press Menu to select. First, the Modes option lets you choose between 3 different modes for your call blocker. If VIP mode is selected, the call blocker will only allow calls from numbers that you've programmed as VIP contacts. We'll go over VIP contacts a little later on. If Screen Other Callers is selected, the call blocker will allow calls to come through from numbers you have programmed as VIP contacts, as well as numbers you have saved to your phone book. All other callers will be asked to announce their name before the call goes through, so you can decide if you want to answer the call. If you select Other Callers to Answering System, the call blocker will allow calls only from your VIP list and your phone book and send all other calls to your answering machine. If the call blocker feature is turned off, the XLC8 will accept all callers except those on your list of blocked numbers. You can set up your list of blocked numbers back in the Call Block submenu. Just scroll to Block List and then press Menu to select. Follow the prompts to add numbers to your block list if you never want to receive calls from those numbers. If you're screening calls, you can also program a screening message that callers will hear when trying to reach you. Select Screen Announcement and follow the prompts to either play your announcement, record your name, or reset the screen announcement to default. The call blocker function only works for the XLC8. If you have other phones in the house, they will work as normal. Let's go back to the main menu.
To access the phone book features, move the cursor next to the phone book and press Menu to select.
In the phone book menu, you can add, edit, or delete numbers from either the phone book or your VIP contacts. You'll first want to choose Home or VIP List, depending on which list of contacts you'd like to access. For now, let's choose Home.
To add a number, navigate to that option and press Menu. Type in the phone number as you would dial it. You can make changes to the number if you need to using the Mute Back button. Then press Menu. Using the numerical pad, enter the name you want to associate with that number. When you're done, press Menu. You'll hear 5 beeps. If you need to make changes to a saved number, navigate to the Edit Number menu item and press the Menu button. Use the up and down arrows to move the cursor to the desired position to edit. Use the back button to delete the digits. When you've finished editing, just press Menu again. From the phone book menu, you can also delete selected numbers or delete all records saved in the phone book.
To listen to messages on your answering system from the handset, navigate to Play Messages from the main menu and then press Menu to select. To set up your answering system, select Answering System in the main menu to access the Answering System submenu. From here, you can record, play, or reset the answering system announcement that callers will hear. You can also delete all old messages, record a memo to yourself that you can play back later on, or turn the answering system on or off. When you select Answering System Setup, you have the option to turn call screening on or off. Select the number of rings before the answering system picks up. Set a remote code so you can check your messages remotely. Turn the message alert tone on or off, or choose the recording time allotted for incoming messages. Let's go back to the main menu. If you have multiple handsets in your home, you can use the intercom feature to place a call to another handset. Just scroll to Intercom and press Menu to select. Press up or down to choose which paired handset or all you wish to call within the house.
To set up the ringer for your home or cell phone, arrow down in the menu to the Ringer Setup item. You can change the volume of the ringer with the up and down arrow keys. Press Menu once you get the volume at the desired level. You can change the ringer tone for your home or cell phone from this menu as well. Arrow down to Ringer Tone and select from the options. You can also adjust the volume of the keypad tones, high, low, or off. Use the Visual Ring menu item to select whether the visual ringer is off or on. Select Auto Boost from the menu to adjust whether the boost function is off or on at the beginning of a call. Boost can be turned off or on during a call using the Boost button on the handset. The phone setup section of the menu helps you with features of the phone that may come in handy. First is the Register option. The phone arrives pre-registered. If for some reason the phone becomes unregistered to the base station, see the manual. Auto Talk allows the phone to be answered by lifting it from the cradle of the base. Voice Assist speaks the numbers pressed on the handset. It will also speak the caller ID phone number of the incoming call. This feature can be selected in English or French if you turn it on. Any Key Answer allows you to answer the phone by pressing any key on the numerical keypad, not just the talk or speakerphone keys. OSA is the outgoing speech amplification. This option boosts your voice that is going out to the caller. Only use it if the person on the other end of the line considers your voice too quiet. The Language option changes the language used in the menus. Use this option to select from English, Spanish, or French. The Dial mode changes whether the phone uses tone or pulse to dial out numbers. Contrast changes the contrast of the menu screen. Use this option to select from 5 different contrast levels. Choose the one that best suits your vision. The Date and Time menu option allows you to set the date and time in the handset. This will allow you to know when phone calls were received in your call list. Using the numerical pad, adjust the date and time following the format on the screen. The display can also let you know a lot more about your phone. If you have a voicemail service on your phone services, this icon lets you know when you have a new voicemail.
Voicemail messages are not the same as answering machine messages.
This icon lets you know that the handset is connected to the base and is in range. This icon shows your handset's battery level.
This icon lets you know that a wireless-enabled device is paired and in range. This icon indicates that there are new calls in your caller list. This icon lets you know that the answering machine is turned on.
And this icon indicates that your home phone line is the default mode for dialing out. While you're in a call, the display will show you the number that was dialed for the call, the tone setting, and the volume of the call.
We hope you enjoy your new Clarity XLC8. You can find all of these instructions in the user guide included with your phone.